I'd like to welcome everybody to the Southbridge Town Council meeting, Monday, October 6th, 2025, 7 p.m. in the McKinnon Council Chambers. Agenda item number 1, Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Agenda item number 2, Madam Secretary, roll call.
Councillor Adams.
Present.
Councillor Kelly.
Present.
Councillor Dow is excused.
He said he was going to make it.
Oh, okay. Councillor Daniel.
Present.
And Councillor Provost.
Present.
Councillor Ortiz.
Present.
Councillor Chenier.
Present.
Councillor Montigny.
Present.
Councillor Lazo.
Present. We have a quorum. Moving on to agenda item number 3, consider and accept the meeting minutes of September 22nd, 2025.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Are there any additions, corrections, or deletions to the minutes of that meeting? Councilor Daniels.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Through you, on item number 4, subcommittee reports, the title of the committees need to be changed between planning and development and protection of persons and property. That was the night that you forgot me, and I came in last. So just change the titles. That's all. You're fine. That's it.
But you're first in my heart. Thank you, Councilor. Are there any other additions, corrections, or deletions to the minutes of that meeting? If not, all those in favor? Opposed? Unanimous of all present. Moving on to 4, subcommittee reports. Department of Public Works. Councilor Adams.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Through you, nothing to report at this time.
Education and Services. Councilor Montegny.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Nothing to report at this time.
General Government. Councilor Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. No report tonight.
Planning and Development. Councilor Daniels.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Nothing tonight.
Protection of Persons and Property. Councilor Ortiz.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you, we had a meeting last week on Tuesday. Agenda items 9 through 12 were discussed. We're planning on scheduling a meeting on October 28th at 6. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Moving on to Chairman's announcements. At this time, I'd like to take a moment of silence for a former principal of Southbridge High School. He was there for many years, Joseph Biley. He passed on at his home, and I'd like to call for a moment of silence. Thank you very much. At this time, I'd like to announce that our Charter Review Committee has been assembled. 5 members appointed by the chairman. The chairman of the committee will be Mike Montigny, Patricia Dodgy, member, Maddie Bonadias, member, John Matthew, member, and Max Gullickson. Councilor Montigny, you are empowered to continue the research on our charter. If you have any comments, feel free.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm just excited to be tasked with this. I know we just had a really good, thorough committee about 5 years ago, and they did a lot of hard work. There were some things that were voted overwhelmingly at the last election, and it should be a little more routine this time. We're going to keep it going while bylaw catches up, and very excited for both those committees to go off, and thank you for the responsibility.
Thank you very much. No further report by the chairman. Moving on to town manager's announcements. Town manager.
Thank you. Through you. First off, on boards and commissions, Airport Commissioner Darren Schmeck has resigned. We thank him for his service. We'll be looking for additional party to serve. We continue to have several openings on several boards and commissions. If you're interested, please contact my office. In regards to update on some road projects, on the East Main Street project, the mill and the base coat will be completed this fall. That's the plan. And the sidewalks, final completion to occur in the spring. They began to do the camera inspection of the line. They did find a blockage, so they have to clear that, and then they will complete the camera again on that. River Crane construction will be through the fall and next spring. Dresser Street, I did speak to the DPW director and project manager. They'll be reviewing some of those manholes to make sure that they're raised and fixed. Chapter 90 roads, based on the contract that we did on the last council meeting. Millen will begin this week. They will be working on Dresser Hill Road, and I did discuss with them that drainage up there, and they have that work to complete and are looking to proceed with that. And the downtown tip project, Mass DOT has issued the notice to proceed. They issued that on September 23rd. The engineering will be completed by VHB. They have assigned the resident engineer from Mass DOT, and there is a pre-construction meeting that has been scheduled, and Southbridge DPW will attend that. So those are the road projects, as well as planning the process on the RAISE grant, so there'll be a lot of work going on in the next month.
Mr. Chair.
Councilor
To the
Adams.
town manager, you said the drainage issue, what street is that on?
The one on Dresser Hill Road that
Oh.
we've talked about, so,
Oh,
okay.
got it.
Okay. To announce that there will be an auction at 203 Durfee Street. That's next to Hole 5, I believe, on the golf course. That piece of property is owned by the town of Southbridge. We have taken final possession of that. It is under the old tax title rules, and therefore it'll go up for auction. We will be just doing that one piece of property right now because Michelle had done all the other properties, but this one, because it is available and we have to pay insurance on it, it's vacant. We're trying to move it as soon as possible. So on Tuesday, October 28th at 12 p.m. at 203 Durfee Street in Southbridge, there will be a live auction on site to dispose of that property. If anybody's interested, that is posted and will be available for information. Regards to lawn and leaf collections, I know we've received several calls. The Department of Public Works site is closed for the season, and we have now transitioned to the curbside program for lawn and leaf collection for those subscribers. It will be 6 weeks through November 14th. So we transition from that open process to the curbside. We are continuing to work on the whole curbside enterprise fund and reconciliations and next steps with that program. And finally, to everybody up here, including myself, because I've complained about it for years, the town hall electric charger was placed out of service, one unit. The other unit is for municipal vehicles only and will only be active, hopefully, for the municipal vehicle. As you're aware, I think we've come back and forth with different grant opportunities and vendors for replacing those chargers. We were awarded a Mass EVIP grant for about $21,000, and we had been working with the vendor on the installation of those chargers. That vendor then told us that we needed another $10,000 out of pocket. We did not want to pay out of pocket because originally it was supposed to be cost-free. I was at a conference and reached out to another vendor that we had talked about. They have identified that they will be able to place those charges at no additional cost to the town. PEG is working with that vendor, and we're hopefully to have that installed. It's a rip and replace. They'll rip and replace those, and hopefully within the next 30 days we'll have that done. Those will then be pay stations that you'll have to pay. So that's all I have for tonight. Thank you.
Moving on to agenda item number 7, presentations. We have no presentations at this time. Moving on to citizens forum. Are there any citizens that would like to address the council on any issues that are not on the agenda tonight?
Hi, Maureen Doyle, 771 Lebanon Hill Road. I just wanted to let everybody know that hunting starts at the end of October. There are primitive arms, paraplegic, bow, shotgun. All of this information is on mass.gov. I didn't write it all down, but it's all there. And please wear hunter orange or something bright. I heard yesterday there was a sign that said wear orange, and somebody said, "Oh, why, is that for Halloween?" It's like, no, it's for hunting. Yeah, just wear something bright, like bright orange, bright yellow. And just to let you all know that you can still get poison ivy. If you don't know that, it's purplish now. It's very pretty. It's usually trailing up trees. Just don't touch it. Very pretty. And tomorrow, October 7th, our own Turtle Rescue League will be at the Charlton Grange, which is 10 Main Street in Charlton, at 7 p.m. And I just wanted to let y'all know. And I wanted to make a shout out to Carla of the school committee, who I saw on the Worcester Business Journal today, won one of the 10 winners of Business Women in Worcester County. So, good job, Carla. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else that would like to address the council on any issues that are not on the council agenda?
Joe Hulick, 395 Morris Street. Mr. Chairman, councilors, I felt compelled to respond to some comments that were made in the last PPP meeting regarding the Fire Station Building Committee. As you are aware, I'm the chairman of the Fire Station Building Committee, and I was not able to attend that meeting because I was giving a presentation to a local civic group, but I watched it in its entirety and again felt compelled to respond. We were tasked, some of us, more than 20 years ago with taking on this project, and we have worked far too long and far too hard to be discounted in such a manner. The comment that was made was regarding not including a communications center space within the facility. Like you are faced with many difficult decisions, our committee was faced with difficult decisions as well. Our original program called for some 36,000 square feet. We're building 27,000 square feet. So there were difficult decisions that had to be made. And through that time, the dispatch center has been placed in another space, and another path was taken for that task. So we did not feel that it was prudent or financially sound to have taxpayers pay for a space that was being utilized somewhere else. The members are very dedicated to the work that needs to be done. I had a member this evening, we had a meeting earlier this afternoon, who actually attended the meeting virtually from a hospital bed because of his dedication. We have members that have dealt with health issues for years through this project. We have put forth the best possible facility with the funds that were available and the spaces that were available. Everyone is welcome to their opinion. I welcome a discussion with anybody about that, but I hope that they come to us with fact and respectfully. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Are there any other citizens that would like to address the council on any issues not on the agenda? There are no other citizens coming forward. Moving on to agenda item number 9. Vote to accept a donation of $10,000 from the Southbridge Business Partnership, SBP, and allow the chief of police to use it at their discretion. Allow the town manager to sign all related documents.
So moved.
Second.
Is a motion and second. Discussion. No discussion. All those in favor? Opposed? Unanimous of all present. Moving on to 10. Vote to accept the Commonwealth of Massachusetts 911 Department grant in the amount of $69,699 for the reimbursement of funds under the State 911 Department FY 2026 Support and Initiative Grant, and allow the town manager to sign all related documents and contracts.
So moved.
Motion and second. Discussion. There's no discussion. All those in favor? Opposed? Unanimous of all present. Moving on to 11. Vote to accept the Commonwealth of Massachusetts State 911 Department grant in the amount of $7,556.03 for the reimbursement of funds under the State 911 Department FY 2026 Energy Medical Dispatch Grant, and allow the town manager to sign all related documents and contracts.
So moved.
Motion and second, discussion. There's no discussion, all those in favor? Opposed? Unanimous of all present. Moving on to 12, vote to accept the Commonwealth of Massachusetts 911 Department grant in the amount of $23,636.52 for the reimbursement of funds under the State 911 Department FY 2026 training grant, and allows the town manager to sign all related documents and contracts.
So moved.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. At this time, I just want to comment, Councilor Ortiz, at subcommittee, all these were brought forward and passed unanimously?
Yeah, in favor and unanimously.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor? Opposed? Unanimous of all present. Moving on to 13, vote to appoint Noor L. Gaderi, Human Resources Director, as acting town manager, effective October 9th, 2025, on a temporary basis through November 30th, 2025, due to the authorized necessary leave requested by the town manager, John Jovan.
So moved.
There's a motion and a second. Discussion. Councilor Adams?
Thank you, Mr. Chair, through you. Just want to make it clear, based on my vote, which will happen in a second, that I have nothing against Ms. Noor. Matter of fact, I hold her in very high regard. Unfortunately, there was individuals that went to Ms. Noor to explain why I was making the decision I was making, based on the recommendation of the town manager early on. I called her personally, had a nice conversation with her, and I think she understands where I come from. Based on my decision on how I'm going to vote tonight, I will support her like I'd support any town manager. So I don't have a problem with that. My concern here is this. The town manager came to town council early on with another recommendation. I'm not going to tell you it was right or wrong. Matter of fact, her one counselor said it's best maybe that that individual not be part of it because of the politics that can be played many years ago. My concern here is based on town manager's recommendation at the time. I feel that though my vote really doesn't count because the way I'm going to be voting tonight, it shows, I have concern because it shows possibly the lack of trust, decision-making, and confidence in our town manager. So the reason why I vote the way I vote tonight is majorly that side of the house. Nothing against Ms. Noor whatsoever. Thank you very much.
Do you want to comment, Mr. Town Manager?
Thank you for the comments of Council Adams. I'm very fortunate that I have a very good team here in the town hall, and certain recommendations. I understand I do work at the, for the town council, and I take direction from them, and as I say very often we shoot and salute. But I'm very confident in Nora's ability to take the reins while I'm on this necessary leave for the next several weeks. I have met with all my department heads and communicated the next steps, the expectations. I've also met with the other department heads, not only in a department head meeting, but also individually as departments, and laid out different tasks that need to be completed so that we have a seamless transition. And I believe everybody will work seamlessly to keep everything on a steady float as we continue to manage all the projects and initiatives that we have. And I will only be a phone call away during that period of time. So I'll support this decision of the town council. And I know Noah will do a great job in my absence, along with the team that I have available. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I'd just like a quick comment to the previous speaker. I think it's a misrepresentation of what actually went on. Clarification for the public, the charter or the bylaws, I forget the regulation, that in the absence of the town manager, the finance director would take the position. In past years, back when I was on council in the 80s, I know Councilor Shinya brought up, when he was on council, it's been the fire chief, the police chief, it's been various other people. But make no bones about it, when asked about, the finance director is going to be out too. So the council has weighed in. Now, if they want to weigh in, that's their job. It's not political. I don't think it was. I thought, hey, who do you think should be it? You know? And then all of a sudden, people had an opinion that this Nora was outstanding, a head above everybody else, because she basically was the person in the manager's office doing the agendas. She's the HR person on the ground. So in the big picture of the front office, working with Dean and everybody there, it's not that nobody else could do the job. It's that this girl comes from that office and that she will hit the ground running with all the paperwork and a lot of stuff that has to go on. So to say it was political, absolutely not. No way. These councilors have their own minds, their own opinions. One person said, let's not give it to somebody from, say, the police department like the old days, because it politicized that job. This was a council's opinion. They're entitled to their opinion. And that's why they made it the finance director for the rest of the years. So, and then other people had other reasons. She's purely qualified. She's the executive secretary to the previous town manager. She basically was running that office at the time. And as a council, I thought she was flawless myself. I think she's very qualified. I think she's an upcomer in the town hall. She was the executive secretary, then she went to HR. She's garnering the experience that you would want someone to have. Now she's going to be the interim town manager for the short time. Mr. Jovan's not going anywhere, but it would be a good training exercise for this young lady to step into that position, and that's what the majority of the council thought. And that's why we want good information going forward to the manager, that if he wants to know what's going on, poll the council, and then find out the answer. It's a very simple process. As chairman, I find it very easy, and it works very well, because it prevents the arguments and the disgruntled councilors at the main meeting, because we go and do it at subcommittee, or we have discussions with the manager. It's 100 ways to slice that pie, but I can tell you this, that lady is overqualified by far for that position, and we're going to see in the upcoming month or two that we're going to work together. Jack Jovan, as he amends, is still going to be in communication with this town. That's just the kind of guy he is, and I keep telling him, worry about your health, worry about your family at this point. No, he still worries about the town too. So we have a great town manager. We're going to work forward. We're going to work through it. But the question in front of us is Nora qualified for the job? Do you want to appoint her? That's what's in front of us tonight. So, councilors, I lay that down from the chair. That's what happened, and that's all I have to say. Councilor Adams?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just because you mentioned the previous speaker, I'm assuming me at that portion. Nowhere did I say it was political in the vote. I stated that the individual that originally was appointed for the town manager, it's good that he's not playing that part of that political game. Nowhere in there did I say Nora was not qualified. Nowhere in did I say there that playing political games. Nowhere in there. So thank you very much for your time.
As an experienced councilor, don't try and take the politics out of politics. Councilor Dow.
Thank you, Chair, for you. My apology, I came a little late working. I didn't either get home to change my clothes, but I think I missed something. I believe every time we have a strong person working hard, mean well for the town of Southbridge, not only here for a paycheck, and we come and throw them under the bus, not qualified or not ready or whatever. I believe Noor, she's been with us, with 2 town managers already. One useless left. The other one, we're still giving him a chance, and he's improving himself. I'm not saying he's there yet, but he didn't fail yet. He's doing so good, working hard, trying to fix what the old manager left the mess and corrupted paperwork and employee. And obviously he can't do it alone. Noor, she's being there. She knows what's going on with the town manager's office. She was removed on one point because technically she didn't support incorrupted people. Regardless, they left, staying. I'm not pointing on anyone. Now she's here. She's the only person I believe. She knows more than anybody other than town manager and us in the town office. It's too sad when you see someone not supported 100%. But I believe she got a strong personality. She knows what she's doing. She has a lot of experience, paperwork, running, experience talking to people, employee. So I am going to support 100%, no question. Thank you.
Any other discussion by any of the
Just real
council?
quick, just
Councilor?
a couple words. That just proved my point. Thank you, that's all I have.
Councilor?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a town council appointment, not a town manager appointment, and I support Nor. Thank you.
Well put. Anybody else would like to speak at this time?
Oh, wait, excuse me, I just want to comment. I never said it was a town manager's appointment. I said it was a town council
I
appointment.
never said that either.
I just want to make sure it
No,
wasn't.
he never did.
Talking.
Matter of fact,
Previous speaker.
point of clarification,
just.
point of clarification, the town manager came to me and said this is a council appointment, and who would you like to be nominated for this position to do it? That was the question. The question's been answered. Don't know why it's such a big deal. Don't know why. I really don't understand it. I think she's going to knock it out of the park. Of course, some people will learn that she's that good, but until she gets in that spot. But the manager at no time ever said that it was a town manager's appointment. Any other discussion
Yeah, I
on the
do.
appointment of Nor? Councilor Daniels.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, through you. Excuse me. I thought long and hard about this, and my background tells me that when someone has been working toward a position in the background and something opens up, they deserve a shot at it in an interim manner, because it gives the person a taste of what it really is like and helps the person to decide if that's what they want to do in the future as a career. My background in education has always been that you give people a shot, that you allow them the opportunity to fail, if that's what it turns out to be, or to succeed, if that's what it turns out to be. I tried to stay away from the politics. It doesn't always work out that way. That's why I'm here, I guess, is to make tough decisions. But my decision is based upon my background, which is that you give a person a shot when they're working toward it to begin with. And her background is that she's working toward administration, town administration. There are desperately few administrators in the state as it is. If you look at the want ads, for lack of a better term, for municipal services, they're screaming for people left and right. And in my mind, we have someone that, in my mind, is very capable, has an opportunity, and I'll be voting forward tonight in the affirmative to support her for the reasons that I just elucidated. Thank you.
Are there any councilors like to have any comments? Councilor Montague.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For a point of clarification, I meant to any councilors that may or may not vote, because it's not the same recommendation of the town manager. I just remind any councilors that it is our appointment, and you don't have to vote no just because the town manager has a different opinion. And that's okay for him to have a different opinion. Thank you.
Is there any other discussion? No further discussion, roll call?
Councilor Lazo.
Yes.
Councilor Montigny.
Yes.
Councilor Adams.
Abstain.
Councilor Chenier.
Yes.
Councilor Daniel.
Yes.
Councilor Dow.
Yes.
Councilor Kelly.
Yes.
Councilor Ortiz.
Yes.
Councilor Provost.
Yes.
8-1.
Motion passes. Would you like to make a comment, please? And congratulations.
Thank you. I just wanted to say I'm honored that you are entrusting me with this responsibility, and I'm sure I'm confident in my ability to get this done correctly.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Moving on to Councilors Forum, agenda item number 14. Council Adams.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, through you. Just wanted to mention that I attended the Nuestro Southbridge Latino History Project. Actually, very well done. Part of Charlie actually is part of that process as well, and it was interesting how they celebrated Southbridge individuals within the community itself that day. So I want to thank them for putting that on. I did post the housing plan. And there's a lot of misinformation that's been going on out there because of the word housing in it. I just ask that individuals that either vote up here or residents that want to speak to the town councils that they read the plan itself as we move forward with that. I want to thank Ms. Dean for making sure that the LEAP application was pushed through on September 30th. Kind of looking forward to see what the state has to say on that. Thank you, Town Manager, for the vehicle issue out in the front of the Town Hall after, I think it's 8 years now. I appreciate you shutting that thing down and then just having our one vehicle in the town being charged off that. And I just want to wish the Navy a happy 250 birthday, which will be October 13th. Thank you very much. That's all I've got.
Councilor Kelly.
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Councilor Dow.
Thank you, Chair, through you. I want to say sorry for the residents of Southbridge. I came late today. I was working. I made it. Another question, I'm not sure. Town managers, any update on iPad and the tax collector office, please?
I have communicated that to you a couple times, that the iPad is available in the inspections office and that the IT director was looking to see if we put a station there or not, or get another iPad for the tax collector's office. But they are available if we need to do that.
Okay, because I went there today to pay some bills. It was nothing. They don't know. You did discuss it with the employee there, but they don't have no idea what's going on. So that's why I keep asking you. I'm going to ask you every meeting. You get mad at me, it's okay, but when I say it, we should be fine. I am going to push on it for the citizen. They need to pay their bill, not having hard times or worries. That's all. I'm not trying to harass you. I'm not trying to be personal on you. Just I want to make sure the residents have the right service, what they're paying for tax and others' bills, to be able to, pay their bill at least. Thank you. Nothing else.
But just as a follow-up to that, because I won't be here for the next 2 months, I've gone in there. I actually assisted a taxpayer that came in to pay a bill. We were able to go on their phone and show them exactly step by step. The tax collector's office was very helpful with that individual, presented them with the information that they could go on the phone. I understand the thing about the elderly, and we have to work through that process. But they are very helpful with that. We were able to get this gentleman onto the website. In fact, he did not even speak English. We had to use a Google app that we have to be able to speak Portuguese with him. So there are ways for us to do this, but we are exploring how we could get that device there permanently for them to use. There is 2 iPads in the inspections department for use. They also have a desktop that has not been installed yet. So I have talked to Victor about the possibility of purchasing the iPad for the tax collector's office, or if we install the hard top in the inspections department, because that was purchased for that. Sarah has assured me that if a taxpayer came in and we had to walk them down to work through that workstation, we would do that as well. So we have been working on it. So we'll continue to work through, and in my absence, I'll make sure that it's completed.
Thank you.
Councilor Daniels.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, through you. To Ms. Al-Gadari, I know that you'll be fine, but I'll just give you a word of advice. The first week or so, it's all going to come at you real fast. So don't be afraid to take a breath, ask for help, and know that we're all behind you. And to the town manager, best wishes, and we'll see you in 2 months.
Thank you.
Councilor Provost.
I have nothing tonight.
Councilor Ortiz.
Nothing tonight.
That's right. Councilor Shan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I wasn't going to say anything tonight, but I guess I can't go sometimes without it. Over the last couple years, this council has been criticized for the lack of support to the Southbridge Fire Department, to its members, by not providing more manpower and letting them work in, as they say, unsafe conditions. This past weekend, I took some stuff personal when some of the firemen said that I kind of should understand better as a former firefighter. I also took a little obsession when they mentioned Councilor Daniels saying, why not in Southbridge, when they talked about the manpower issues, the fact that they multiple calls and the difficulties that they have in their work schedule of 24 hours. Do I understand what they're going through? Absolutely. I fully understand what they go through, the amount of calls that they handle. I listen on a regular basis. When I was on the fire department, we didn't have the calls that they manage today. I believe just this morning they handled 4 or 5 calls within the first hour of coming on duty. And me as a counselor, I understand that. But I just cannot wear just a hat for the fire department. I have to wear a hat that encompasses this whole community and what is affordable and the way the process works. Most of the people out there generally make comments saying it's shameful that council doesn't support its firefighters, shameful that we allow things to be at a low number of people working, shameful that we don't provide the overtime necessary. And what's disturbing is when you get members of the fire department say, we have their own lives off duty and that they have to work 2 jobs to go to make things meet, and they have other lives to live besides just living and working at the fire station. Well, when you became a firefighter and you took that job, the nature of the beast is that you support the citizens of Southbridge basically on a 24/7 routine. We understand that you can't always come in for overtime. You can't always leave your families in the middle of the night, or you're working a second job that you can't leave. But the disturbing factor is when you call for help and nobody comes in. Nobody comes to fill the position. The other day they had 2 guys come in, an officer and a private. The other day they held back people. I believe the chief, the assistant, the deputy chief, and the inspector covered the station because of multiple calls. My question is, the process starts with the chief. It should go to the chief. The membership should bring their issue to the chief, and not on Facebook, not on social media. It's the chief's responsibility to report to the town manager with his ideas, his suggestions that he needs for equipment or manpower or trucks. And it's the town manager's job to report back to council with what he thinks is an affordable business for this community. How can we afford to maintain everything that we have? We have, I think, a $72 million budget, and 2/3 of that budget goes to the school on mandated programs. Where do we get the money? How can we maintain at least the level of services that we do, provide some type of safety for the community, and still make it affordable? We have citizens that have constantly complained about the trash cost of $135 and then it going up $15. The amount of calls that we receive because of that increase. Can you imagine what we would receive if taxes are going to be going up? And they are going to be going up. We got a fire station coming online. It's everyday businesses making things increase. I just want the fire department to know that we know your situation that you're in, and I know the town manager has done some things to look at it. But if you look, I look back, there's complaints have been going on since before 2019. In 2019, I believe it was brought back to council and voted on to bring dispatch to the police station. We'd make it a civilian dispatch. We would free up police officers to go on the street, and we would free up firemen to go on the floor, which I believe was 4 that went on the floor. It was during that time the SAFER grant was brought before council. Council voted that SAFER grant, and the town was denied that SAFER grant. So council picked up the cost of, I believe, 3 or 4 individual firefighters beyond. So we brought technically more guys on since 2019. The concerns that I have is that they take this battle on Facebook and not bringing it to the manager or to the chief like it should be. And I'm sure come tomorrow morning, I'm going to be chastised for going against my brothers, but I have to look at what is best for this community in a whole and what is affordable. And it's chips fall where they fall. And I'm sorry that they feel this way. I'm sorry the attacks are taking place against council on Facebook. I don't think it's the way to do things. All it does is make things worse when it comes time to make a decision on what we're going to do. So again, thank you, Mr. Chair, for allowing me the opportunity.
Councilman Montague.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do have to agree with the previous speaker. I wasn't going to mention anything about that, but you know, it does stink about the Facebook part of things. I mean, we all support the fire and we all support the police, but to say approving a $20 million project for a brand new fire station from the bid, with projects closer to $30 million, and that we don't care about the fire department, it's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, just wanted to say if any of my class of 2006 is watching, our 20-year reunion is coming up on June 6th. If you haven't heard of this already, reach out to me. I'm getting old. That's all I have.
Discussion of the next meeting date?
The next meeting date is October 20th, 2025, in these chambers at 7 p.m.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair. Number 16, vote to enter into executive session pursuant to the MGL, Chapter 30A, 21, under the following section. 3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining in litigation if an open meeting may be detrimental, have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigating position of the public body and the chair so declares collective bargaining units. 6, to consider the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property if the chair declares that an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the negotiation position of the public body. Roll call. Do I have a motion?
Second.
Is a motion a second? Roll call.
Okay. Councillor Adams. Yes. Councillor Chenier.
Yes.
Councillor Daniel.
Yes.
Councillor Dow. Thank you. Councillor Kelly.
Yes.
Councillor Ortiz.
Yes.
Councillor Provost.
Yes.
Councillor Lazo.
Yes.
Councillor Montigny.
Yes.
Unanimous. The town council will adjourn into executive session and not return into open session.